a 22-year-old suspect confessed online to assassinating Charlie Kirk. "It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this." FBI Director Kash Patel says seized devices show a premeditated plot to take out Kirk. While Utah prepares to pursue the death penalty, VP JD Vance condemns left-wing gloating as political assassination and proof of a toxic culture of violence. The 22-year-old suspect, Tyler Robinson, in the killing of Charlie Kirk, appears to have confessed to friends in an online chat shortly before turning himself into law enforcement, the Washington Post reported, citing sources. "It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this," read a message from the suspect's account, apparently confessing to the crime on the night of September 11th, shortly before he was arrested, according to two people familiar with the message and screenshots obtained by the Post. Meanwhile, FBI Director Kash Patel shared new details on the night of September 15th about the prosecution of Robinson. Patel and Attorney General Pam Bondi appeared on Fox News' Hannity, with the FBI Director first outlining evidence investigators are piecing together. "We're going to be interviewing scores of people on not just these chats on Discord, but any communications that this individual had." Patel confirmed that investigators had confiscated electronics from the suspect's Utah home and that of his alleged partner.
"We've seized multiple electronic devices from the home of the suspect and his romantic partner. We've got computers, we've got laptops, gaming systems, cell phones. The evidence and information will come out. I won't stylize the evidence, but I will say what was found in terms of information was a text message exchange where he, the suspect, specifically stated that he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and he was going to do that. And when he was asked why, he said some hatred could not be negotiated with."
However, Patel stated that the note was destroyed. However, investigators have collected forensic evidence indicating that it had existed and confirmed its contents through interviews. Patel did not say who had received the text message or whether anyone had seen the written note before the attack. Investigators have not publicly identified a motive. Law enforcement authorities have said they believe Robinson acted alone when he shot Kirk, but are investigating whether anyone else had a role in plotting the killing. Bondi also weighed in on the pursuit of justice against the suspect accused of murdering Kirk. Bondi explained that state prosecutors in Utah have jurisdiction over the suspect. Bondi also addressed speculation over whether the suspect could face the death penalty, a possibility under Utah law.
"It's too soon right now, legally to say, but I think the governor has said that they want to seek the death penalty, which is very real in Utah, and they still have the firing squad in Utah."
Bondi further emphasized that federal prosecutors are also reviewing the case for potential charges at the national level. The suspect in the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk is set to appear in court this week, as authorities continue to investigate the motive in the apparent act of political violence. Robinson is set to appear in court on September 16th in Provo, Utah, where authorities are expected to formally charge him. He was taken into custody after a 33-hour manhunt that included local law enforcement agencies and the FBI. He is being held without bail in a special housing unit at the Utah County Jail on suspicion of aggravated murder, obstruction of justice, and discharge of a weapon causing serious bodily harm. The count of aggravated murder could lead to a capital felony charge, which is punishable under Utah law by the death penalty or life in prison. The Associated Press reported that Utah Governor Cox said that the motive behind Kirk's killing is not yet known, but that authorities think the suspect has a leftist ideology based on their interviews with those who know him. Robinson is registered as an unaffiliated voter, while his parents are registered Republicans according to state voter records. Speaking on NBC News' Meet the Press on September 14th, Cox said Robinson's relatives told investigators that he had very different political views than those of his conservative family, though he didn't provide further details. Once a straight-A student, Robinson appeared to have been radicalized after dropping out of Utah State University, according to Cox. Meanwhile, the US Vice President JD Vance on September 15th said that people who celebrate the killing of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk should be held accountable. Call them out and hell, call their employer. We don't believe in political violence, but we do believe in civility. Pilots, medical professionals, teachers, and one Secret Service employee are among those who have been suspended or sacked for social media posts that were deemed inappropriate about Kirk's death. Critics have argued the firings threaten free speech and employee protections, although US companies have wide latitude to terminate employees. In the episode, the Vice President said that left-wing Americans are much likelier to defend and celebrate political violence, and added that there is no civility in the celebration of political assassination. A recent YouGov poll found liberal Americans were more likely than conservatives to defend feeling joy about the deaths of political opponents. Vance's remarks come as other Republican US lawmakers echoed calls for those publicly celebrating Kirk's death to be punished. "I will demand their firing, defunding, and license revocation," said Florida Congressman Randy Fine in a post on X on Sunday, as he called for such people to be thrown out of civil society. Kirk, a devout Christian, professed viewpoints on gender, race, and abortion that drew backlash from many liberals, especially on the campuses he toured. In some cases, those who took to social media to gloat over his death or post comments that offended have been fired or placed on leave by employers.